Hey there, it's Ashley with Squared Up. We're getting ready for class, so please make sure you have a yoga strap, a couple of blocks, or maybe a stack of books, your yoga mat, and perhaps a towel or blanket to use at the end of class, and I'll see you on the mat. All right, we'll start today in a comfortable seated position. So you can sit in just regular crisscross or come into fire log, or if you would like to come up onto your knees, we'll be moving here after a couple of minutes. So if this is a comfortable seated position for you, this would work too. Go ahead and lower your eyelids. We're going to take a couple of moments of nice, soft breathing to prepare ourselves for today's class. Just remembering that as we move through these different postures and movements, that we are trying to create movement with our breath. Inhaling and exhaling at a nice, even pace through our nose while we're still and with our movement, keeping this nice flow of air and body at the same time. Maybe you'd like to place one hand above your heart on your chest and one on your lower belly. As you inhale, feel like a balloon filling up underneath that lower hand at your belly. And that you let go and it releases as you exhale, all the air comes out. Very soft, small movements at the chest. Breathe deep down into the belly. Forcefully exhale the air out, passing through the throat, coming out the nose. Like a wave, sound in the back of your throat. Release your arms down to the side. Go ahead and inhale. Bring the arms up overhead. Exhale, reach your fingers long and stretch back behind you. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, long, back behind. One more breath. Inhale, arms up. And open up the chest. Reach long, back behind you. If you are sitting in fire log, you can go ahead and switch legs, bringing the opposite foot up on top so that we get a nice stretch on both of these glutes, wrapping around the outside of the hip up into the lower back. And let's take the arms straight out to the side. Wrap left arm on top of right. Give yourself a nice big hug. Round, separate, open up the shoulder blades behind you. Extend your arms out to the side and switch arms. Right arm comes over the top. Good. Open up, wide. Again, left arm comes on top. Circle the elbows up over the head and extend the arms straight out. Right arm comes on top. Wrap it up. Lift your arms up overhead and open nice and wide. Let's do a few arm circles while we're here. Forward and back. Good. Release your hands down to the side and roll the shoulders. Let's go both shoulders at the same time. Roll forward. Big round. Big movements here, getting the arms into it and roll backwards, open the collarbone, squeeze the shoulder blades together, 2 and 1, good. Bring your hands to your chin, lower your chin to your chest. Gently place your hands on the back of your head. Without pressing, just allow the weight of your hands to get a nice stretch, lengthening the back of the neck down into the upper back, rounding the spine. Okay, release your hands. Lower your left ear over towards the left shoulder. Reach the right arm out long. Flex your wrist, pointing the fingers up towards the sky. And extend the wrist, fingers go down. One more time, fingers up. And fingers down. Good. Release the right hand, right ear to right shoulder. Left arm extends long. Fingers point up and down. Fingers up and down. Good. All right, let's go ahead and come up to standing. The top of your mat in mountain. Take a couple of breaths here, coming into our strong standing posture. Wiggling the toes, setting the weight back in the heels and the soles of the feet. Legs are strong and active. Zip the belly up, nice and tight. Press the tailbone slightly down, lengthening the lower back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward, soft knees. Right back up. Inhale, big circles with the shoulders up overhead. Exhale, fold, moving one movement with the breath. Inhale, back up. Exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale up. And exhale down to forward fold. From here, deepen the bend in your knees so you can go ahead and come down onto all fours. And then go ahead and have a seat, heels to your hips. Take just a moment here to stretch out the shin. So we're going to lift up one foot at a time, stretching all the way down through the top of the foot. Lifting and hold. Release that foot down, and then the other side. Lift the knee up. Really stretch from the toes all the way up into above the ankle, through the top of the foot. Good. Release one more time on each side. And again on the left. All right, come forward on your hands. Curl your toes up underneath you. Sitting on your heels. Inhale, arms up. Lean back and twist over towards the right, opening up on the left side. Big side stretch here. Good. Inhale, back up. Left arm reaches back. Stretch through the right side. Good. Come back up. Inhale, both arms up. This time, reach around with both arms. And then make a big circle with the left arm. Come all the way up to the top. Lean back over towards the left. Big circle with the right arm all the way back around. Come back to center. Here we go. One more time each side. Towards the right. Left arm sweeps around. All the way back up. And twisting over to the left. Right arm sweeps up and around. Come back to center. All right, go ahead and bring your hands back down. Set your knees, or release your toes, and tap out the tops of your feet. Good. Got a good stretch in there. Lift the feet up. Do a couple of ankle circles. Our toes are not used to being in that position. It's good for them to stretch, but it's a little funky feeling when it's all done. Okay, let's go ahead and come up into our Malasana squat. Find your position that hopefully you can get close to having your knees down on the ground. It's perfectly fine to get wide if that helps you. And we're just gonna hang tight here for a few breaths, just to start warming up through the legs, loosen up those inner thighs. And we're working on keeping the chin and the chest lifted up nice and high so that we're not just like, oh, I want this to be over, sinking down in there and feeling that burn in the inner thighs. We're really working on keeping the shoulders relaxed, shoulder blades nice and flat down on the back, using the elbows to press in to the inside of the knees and help to work it out. So just be stretching through the inner thighs, slightly rocking from side to side. Couple more breaths here. Really use this time to focus on even breathing. I know this is difficult and it really stretches out through the groin. All right, so we're gonna rotate from side to side into our 90-90 knee position. So both knees are going to come down to the ground from here. And then we're gonna continue moving this way. Reach all the way around and twist, reaching that left arm up overhead. So continue with this left thigh, pressing it forward. Keep feeling that stretch in the inner thigh. Rotating the rib cage from the left side as far around to the back as you can. Then release that left arm. Come back around, up through Malasana, and both knees come over to the left. Keep twisting. Right arm hands down, left arm reaches up. Drive that right hip down towards the floor. Lift the rib cage and continue twisting. Good. Come back around to the front, back up to Malasana, and we'll hang tight here for a second. We're gonna go one more time to each side. All right, here we go. Both knees over to the right. Twist all the way behind. Press the left hip in and down. Continue opening up the right shoulder. Open the right shoulder as far behind you as you can. Come back around towards the front. Spin it up. Take a breath here in Malasana. And as you exhale, lower both knees over to the left. Right arm reaches up and behind. Excellent. Bring it back around to the front and here in Malasana. All right, from this position, we are going to roll onto our backs, coming into plow, which is when our feet come up over our head and try to touch the ground behind us. So I'm going to turn on my mat so I'm not rolling into the wall behind me. And if you want to watch this first one, when we come up out of the plow, we're going to come right back here into Malasana. So we're going to roll down, lift the toes over the head, and then roll back up, coming back into Malasana. And we're working towards building our strength to be able to do it without using our hands. I'm close on some days, not always there. So let's go through it again. Come back down, reach, back up to Malasana. Nice, good. All right, one more. Plow, and back up into Malasana. Very good. Okay, now this next round, we're going to roll back into our plow, and when we come back up, we're going to come into our butterfly stretch. So we won't come all the way up to seated Malasana. We're going to roll back, and then bring the soles of the feet together. Come up, seated here in our butterfly. Take a moment here, check in with your posture. Nice, strong core. Good. Holding here for just a moment. All right, one more time. Rolling back into butterfly after our plow. Nice and tall. Good. Okay. Now we have one more round of Malasana. This next time, we're going to cross our feet at the end and come up to a standing posture with our feet crossed. So basically, we'll roll back to plow, and then when we come up, we'll be in a forward fold with feet crossed. So here we go. Malasana. No, not from Malasana, just from our butterfly. Rolling back to plow. Coming back up, cross right leg over left, coming into forward fold. Good, bend the knees, come down to seated, roll back to plow. This time left foot over right, come up into cross leg forward fold. All right, nice job. And hang tight just a second here. Get a great stretch from the outer calf all the way up behind the knee, working through the IT band, holding here, and we'll switch sides in just a second. Relax your chin to your chest. Just take a moment here to fold forward. Release that right foot from behind the left and step the left foot behind the right. We'll stretch through the outer leg on the left side. Try straightening that left leg as much as you can. Pressing the full foot down into the mat from big toe side to pinky side. Nice even weight distribution. Good. Soften both knees. Release the left foot, coming into your normal legs, feet hip width apart, forward fold. Slide your hands up along your shins, coming into half fold. And exhale, back down. Again, inhale, half fold, flat back. Exhale, release. And slowly rolling all the way up. All right, if you can grab one of your blocks and just have it close nearby. We don't need it right this instant, but just to have it close by. We're going to work through some rotator cuff and lats, traps, teres, muscles, movements for the shoulder, chest, and upper back. So this is a mobility sequence that I'm not sure if I've recorded on any videos before. We've done it in some live classes. So we're gonna start with our arms at 90-degree angle right here at the sides. So elbows are tucked in right at the waist. Palms are face up. So we're gonna go one arm at a time here. The first movement is going to be to rotate the right arm straight out to the side without moving the elbow away. So we're just opening up out to the side and back in. So let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And the left side. 10, 9, 8, 7, pulling open as far as you can, keeping that elbow locked in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now you can relax that left side down for just a second. And as we move on this right side, now we're going to take it through the shoulder, keeping this at a 90-degree angle, bend here at our elbow as much as we can. We're going to lift the arm back around and make a big circle over our head, internally rotating through, and then coming back under the elbow, back to our side. All right, so here's the thing. I just saw myself in a reflection kind of lean over to the side. It's really hard not to do that. So that's where we're focusing, is staying up nice and tall the whole way that we rotate. So from here, we're reaching back. Keep the palm up as you come all the way around your head. Now internally rotate to keep the palm forward. Bring it back around and through to your elbow. Okay, let's try one more time. Rotate out. Now lift from the shoulder. Reach back as far as you can go back. Then start to rotate again over your head. Good. Internally rotate and back around to the side. All right, nice work. Okay, let's switch over to the other side. Left arm reaches out. Now extend back as far as you can. Rotate around. Internally rotate the shoulder in all the way around, back in a circle, forward. Excellent. we go again. Okay, reach back, around. You guys, this reminds me, we just watched America's Got Talent. This guy has like the most flexible shoulders ever, and he can just like literally pull them out of the socket and back. Oh my gosh, it was so crazy. Okay, so there's 3 times. Now, let's see if we can add a little bit of weight. So we're kind of trying to pretend like we're holding a glass of water or something, and we don't want to dump it on our own heads, right? So we're trying to keep this nice and still. So here's where we can try to add with our block or a book or something small and plastic that's not going to hurt you if it does fall on your head. So here we go. Coming back this way, reach back and around. Oh, this is where I lose it every time. And 2. All right. 1 for 3 in the room. Got it right there on that first try. Okay, let's try again. Okay, open it around to the side. We may have to have the master come up here and demonstrate. Okay, grip it with your fingers if you can.
You're not supposed to do that.
Yes!
Yeah, you just hold it there.
I know. I was thinking in my mind. Grip it so I don't lose it. All right, let's try it the other side. 2 times on this side. Let's see. Okay, open out to the side. Extend back. Wrap it around. Come in. Back around. Oh, yes. There we go. Okay, 1 more time on this side. Open it up. Extend back. Over the head. Internally rotate all the way out to the side. Rotate, rotate, rotate. This is the hardest part. There we go. And back to center. Okay, so let's set the block down now, and then let's try 1 more time going the opposite direction. And then we'll do something a little fun, see if we can do it with both arms. Okay, so we're gonna go the opposite way. So we're gonna reach back behind first, then in front, up over the head, back out, come back here. Okay, so here's where we start with this one. We have to rotate the shoulder in first. So we internally rotate the shoulder, reaching the arm around, over the head. Then we start to open the shoulder, external, reach back behind, and back to the front. Okay, left side. Let's see if we can do the reverse on the left side. So it comes from the shoulder first. Internally rotate the shoulder. Good. Go around the front of your head. Now open the shoulder, reach back, and bring it around to the side. All right, feel like a little karate moves going on in here. All right, like slow motion. Over the head, reach back, and back to the front. Okay, 1 time. Let's see if we can do it with both arms at the same time. So we'll go our original way. How are you feeling? I feel like I can tell my shoulders are moving. Okay, arms come out to the side. Reach back. Around, over the head. You gotta crisscross your arms here and through the center. Yes, nice. All right, good work there. Okay. Relax the arms down to the side. Coming back to our mountain posture. Oh, sorry, trying to move that block so I don't kick it. Okay. Weight is even on both sides, feeling nice and tall. All right, here we go. Shift the weight over into the left leg. I want you to start on whatever is not your dominant side. So if you do most things on the right, I want you to start on the left. We're building that here on the left side. All right, shift over to the left. Lift the right knee up. Now, I want you to double check that you did not just like totally dump over here into the side. Stay up nice and tall on this left leg. right knee comes up to hip height if you can, and then keep this right foot nice and flexed, strong in your leg. Let's do a couple of ankle circles. And opposite direction. Okay, keeping stable at the hip. Move only the knee in circles. And other side. Good. Now from the hip, we're going to do a few circles here at the hip. Open up behind, bring it back, and knee up. Open, extend back behind, knee up. One more time. All right, now opposite direction. Drive the heel back, open the hip out to the side, and bring it around to the front. Good. Open, around to the front, and one more. Press back, open, around to the front. Good. Now, the right foot comes to rest on top of the left thigh. Bring your hands up in front of your heart and sit back in figure 4 or one leg chair, keeping the chin and the chest lifted nice and high. You can go find a wall if you need to. Give yourself a little bit of balance. You could do this like a wall sit if you need to. All right, now we're gonna come up to standing. Wrap this right leg back behind and come down to a seated position. Reach the right arm back behind into a twist. Bring it back around. Now, bring the hands back to your heart. See if you can stand back up. Onto the left leg only. Right leg comes back up. Sit in your one leg chair. Good. Inhale, back up. Bring that leg around. Seated to twist. Inhale, come back around. On your exhale, step back up. Bring that foot up. One last time. One leg chair. Inhale, back up. Down to sit. And into a twist. Good. All right, one last time. We got to get back up. One more time. And release. Let's pick up that left leg. Stretch out that glute. Definitely feeling it on that left side. Okay, release that back down. Do a little side to side, wiggle that out. Whew, it's a little tight holding that for so long. Okay. All right, now we got to do the other side. This is going to be our dominant side. So we're just testing it while it's already getting a little bit tired, working on our balance, stability on both sides. So shifting the weight over to the right, we're coming knee up, hip height, and here we go with our circles. Hands on the hips or relax down to the side, wherever you find balance. If you need to go grab a wall, just gently place your hand along the wall. Ankle circles in the other direction. Now move from the knee. Keep that foot flexed. Rotate in the knee. Standing nice and tall on this right leg. Other way. Good, and now from our hip, open out to the side. Drive the heel back behind. Bring the knee up. Open, drive back, knee up. One more time. Open, drive it back. Knee up, and in reverse. Drive back. Open the hip out to the side, round to the front. Back, open, and around. Back, open, and around. Okay, left foot on top of the right thigh. Sit down in your child's chair, one leg chair. Good, up to standing. Swing that left leg back behind. Have a seat and twist over the left shoulder. Back around to center. No hands. See if you can stand back up. One leg chair. Staying tall. Draw the belly button in. Sink the hips. Straight back. Tailbone lengthening towards the floor. Crown of the head. Lifting tall. Inhale. Back up. Left leg. Swing is behind. Come down. Twist over the left shoulder. Back around. No hands if you can. Back up. Last time. One leg chair. Focus on your breath. Sink your hips back nice and even. Stand. Left leg behind. Down to twist. Over the left shoulder. Inhale, come center. Step up. Good. And release. Bring up that right leg. Stretch out that glute. Wiggle your ankle. Step it down. Tap it up. All right. Let's take a nice deep inhale in. Exhale. Fold forward. Soften your knees, come all the way down onto all fours. And lay your forearms on the ground, lower your hips and your belly. Stretch out here in Sphinx pose. Lengthening the abdominal muscles. Slight extension in the lower back. Take a couple of breaths here. And then go ahead and lower yourself all the way down. Release your elbows, lift up your forearms, and lower down. Extend both arms, long over front. Let's lift up on the right side, arm and leg, kind of tilting over onto the left, and just take a nice deep stretch on one side. Slightly opening, kick that heel back behind you. Good, back down. And on the left side, lift up, open up just slightly. Good, and come back down. Now, release your arms straight out to the sides. Press your fingers into the ground and lift your chest up off the floor. So you're driving down into the floor through your palms. Lift the left leg up behind you. Bend the left knee and reach your left foot across your body over towards the right hand. Stretching through the left side body. Keep driving both hands down into the ground. And come back to center. Right leg comes up. Right foot reaches over towards the left hand. Bend your knee and reach the foot up and over. Good. Back to center. 2 more times each side. Left knee bends. Left foot reaches over to the right hand. Come back down. Right side reaches to the left. Keep that left shoulder down on the ground and you come over to the side. All the left side body, hip and shoulder stays on the ground. Come back over. Ground into the right side. Lift the left foot. Drive up and over towards the right hand. Good. Release back in. Bring your hands up under your shoulders. Lift yourself up. Big toes together. Knees to the edges of the mat. Sit back into your child's pose. back up to all fours. Go ahead and have a seat with your legs open to each side. Feet are flexed, and we are going to work on a little bit of dynamic hamstring stretching in this position. So first thing we're going to do is work on our seated posture. So if you need to, place your hands behind you and kind of help to scoot yourself up nice and tall. Sometimes when we first sit down, just with especially the legs, spread this way out to the sides, it's a little bit difficult. We kind of want to like start rounding our chest forwards. So let's focus on opening up really tall. And I do not have the greatest flexibility here in my inner thighs up into my groin. So this is a really difficult posture for me to sit in and stay up nice and tall. As soon as I do that, I just feel so tight right in here. So I totally get it. So we're just working, you may have to bring your feet in a little bit closer to the center to help you stay nice and tall. Collarbones spread, shoulders relaxed. Now we're gonna reach with the left arm out towards the left side, and the right arm is going to come up and then round over and down. Okay, now we're gonna just kind of do some pulses, reaching towards the foot and then backing off, coming back to center. So for 10, let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's hold. Keep the chin and chest lifted nice and tall. Try not to round too much in the upper back. Keep lengthening the spine. Ground your hips into the floor, lengthen the lower back, press the tailbone down. Good. Lift that right arm back up, open to the side, and see if you can fold in, rib cage towards your thigh. Then let that arm fall back over to the side. Good. Release that right arm up and over, and let's go on to the other side. So we're gonna reach over to the right, lift the left arm up and around. Here we go, pulse for 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then we'll hold here. And you're breathing. Check, check, check. Make sure you're not holding your breath. So easy to hold our breath when we're holding a stretch. Keep breathing. All right, now hold on to that foot with your right arm if you can. Open up to the side. Reach that left arm up and over the head, hugging your rib cage down towards your thigh. The key part in this stretch is opening up, so we continue to wrap this back side around to the front. Keep opening, reach this top arm up over the head. Good, lift up and come back to center. All right, last one is we're gonna try crawling ourselves out towards the middle. So if you still have that block handy right there in front of you, you might set the block out to kind of help if the floor is way too far down there for you, like it often is for me. Just hold that block out and then start crawling yourself forward without totally caving, rounding in. Stay lifted, tall, and hinge from your hips. You're gonna be looking slightly down, so don't be trying to watch me. Just keeping your eyes a couple feet in front of you. Keep lengthening, keeping the neck in line with the spine. Keep walking it out. And nice job. Bring it back in. Okay, let's relieve these inner thighs here. Bring your soles of your feet together into butterfly. Sit up nice and tall. Let's do a little arch in the lower back, kind of puffing the chest out and forward. Get a little extension in the lower back, rocking here from side to side. All right, wrapping it up here. Let's come into cradle position where we're rocking the baby. So left leg comes out in front, right leg. Wrap your foot up in the elbow, sorry. Man, body parts and left and right have not been my friend today. I've been saying the wrong thing all day, sorry. Some days, just the brain is not ticking. I love this stretch. I'll spare you singing Rockabye Baby, but it always comes to my mind when I do this. All right, let's go ahead and release that side. Bring the left foot into the right elbow, wrap the left arm around, and rock your baby. Swaying gently, side to side, stretching out the glute, your hamstrings, wrapping up all the way around the IT band. Lean just slightly over here to the right side. Get a good stretch in that medial glute. And release. Okay, let's go ahead and come into our final resting posture. Sitting up nice and tall, feet are flexed, arms reach out nice and long. We're ice cream scooping up underneath the rib cage. Dig the belly button in and up as you begin to lower yourself down to the ground. The sitting bones, your tailbone, the lower back begins to hit the ground, rib cage, shoulder blades, and the shoulder at the top of the arms reaches long. Point your toes. Stretch a big, long stretch. Get as tall as you can. And release. Exhaling your arms down to the side into a comfortable lying position. Go ahead and close your eyes. Tuck those shoulder blades nice and flat on the ground beneath you. Move your legs and your knees if you need to. Get your lower back nice and comfortable without any strain. You might want to place a blanket underneath your lower back or bend your knees and set your feet wide. Allow your kneecaps to fall in to the center together. Move your arms away from the side of your body to let your shoulders relax, the collarbones spread wide. Relax your jaw. Your choice, however you'd like to breathe, through your nose or your mouth. Just take a few moments here to finish off the class. Soaking in the goodness of the mobility, the flexibility, the strength that you worked on today. A few moments of stillness to lower the heart rate, regulate your breathing. Help to calm your mind before you move on to the rest of your day.